what's up? It's been a minute since I've done this, but I've been putting it off for like a while now, but I think it's time for another comic of the week. I'm going to be heading to my LCS. I'm going to be picking up a single issue at random. I'm going to be reading through it, giving you guys my thoughts about it. And yeah, let's get to it. Heading over now to my LCS, but first I gotta put gas in this car. This isn't my car, I'm taking my sister's car, and for whatever reason she just loves to not put gas in it, and it's like just about to be empty, so that's not good. But luckily nearby my LCS there's a Costco and they have a gas station, obviously, so I'm gonna be heading over there to fill up this car first, and then we'll head to my LCS before they close, which I think they close in like almost an hour right now. So we'll get gas first, then we'll stop by my LCS, pick up a comic, and then head back home. I kind of have an idea for what I want to pick up, but we will see. I do like a lot of last minute decisions, and I never usually stick with the plan that I usually make, because other times I'm like, oh, I kind of like this a little bit better, or I want to grab this instead. But I mean, I also know my budget. I'm not gonna go like overboard. That's not gonna happen. But I mean, we'll see. Again, I'm only gonna be picking up the one. I'm not gonna like pick up like a bunch. We're gonna see, because again, I have a plan, but that might ultimately change based on like, oh, they have this, or oh, they don't have this. So we'll see about that. First things first, gotta stop by the gas station. So let's do a quick little montage of me driving over there first. Starting now. All right, we're here at Costco. Time to get some gas real quick, and then over to the LCS. On my way now to my LCS. They're about to close in almost 10 minutes, so thank God they are not that far from here. So I'm gonna head in like a very last second and pick up our comic of the week. So I'll see you when I get there. Got here, walking over to the LCS, gonna pick up the comic of the week, and then after that, we're heading back home. So let's head inside. Got the comic, just left my LCS, decided to head back home. I'm gonna read this, give you guys a review on it too. We'll wrap it up from there. All right, we're back home, and it is time to start reading the comic that I just picked up. And for those that didn't see it clearly, I got here issue number 1 of Chip Zdarsky's Captain America. Now, admittedly, I'm not a big fan of Captain America all too much. Like, I don't really like him, like at all. So, this is me kind of just taking a risk because I've heard that this is a pretty good series, and I thought, I'm gonna give it a shot. Maybe this will be the one that really gets me to like Captain America. Because again, his character, I'm just not a really big fan of. We're gonna get into this, and this will be like one of my first Captain America like comics that I get into, because I've read like maybe a couple back in the day, but I don't remember them all too much, and they probably just weren't really great stories. But I'm hoping that this kind of like blows away like my expectations for anything Captain America related, because there's a lot of like not so great Marvel ongoings, but if this is great, I'm gonna keep picking it up. This is a currently ongoing comic right now. I think it's gonna be on its 10th 11th issue, something like that. Something around that. So let's get into reading this, and I'm gonna be sitting down here on my desk. But first things first. All right, let's get this set up, and then we'll get to reading. Dang, that's pretty good. Let's talk about that. I just finished reading Captain America, written by Chip Zdarsky, and if I'm being completely honest, I liked it. I really liked the first issue. So from what I'm gathering, this is Captain America as entering society for the first time. Maybe it's probably been like a week or so after he's been thawed out of the ice, and he's kind of rejoining back into society, trying to fit in again, and he feels like his place is still back within the U.S. military, and he still wants to serve. Doesn't really want to join with the Avengers, even though it seems like the Avengers kind of want him to join them. I mean, overall, I think it's a great story. I think it's nicely set up. Do love his interaction with the Fantastic Four. I think it's cool. Really shows a lot about his character, and I think it's interesting that he's going to be facing off against Doom. At least that's what his first mission to him given was, which I think is going to be interesting. Assuming that's what happens in the upcoming issues. But we'll have to see. Needing to pick up the rest so far that have been released. But yeah, I mean, it's still kind of that whole thing of not fitting like into society, not knowing your role other than just war, like not knowing anything else other than just like war. I guess it's not technically just only war, but it's still like it's also just that kind of mentality, like what else am I except a soldier, which is something about Captain America that I just was never too fond of, but I'm sure maybe I can get over that, because I feel like it's such a weird character flaw. If I'm not mistaken, maybe someone in the comments can let me know, but I feel like that's such a big part of his personality, and I feel like I'm not too big of a fan of that mentality, of like that side of him as a character. I feel like there's so much more that could be done with him, because I mean, I don't completely hate the character, obviously, right? I said earlier that I am not a big fan of Captain America. Doesn't mean I completely hate him, because I can agree with his moral compass, wanting to do the right thing at whatever price that you may have to pay, right? Just your overall, your all around good guy, Boy Scout kind of persona, if I may. But yeah, this was an interesting look into Captain America, because I mean, I again, not someone that like takes all too much interest within a character like Captain America, but I feel like Chip Zdarsky really did a great job in the writing, and kind of just showing us his character and like growing it more. And I think this is a really solid approach to Captain America, and I'm honestly a lot more excited to get into the series. If I had to rate it, I would probably give it like around, I would say like a good 3.7 or 8.
to a good 4.1 or 2. You know, I think it's really good. I think it's really solid. But yeah, that is gonna have to do it for today's video. I'm sorry that I haven't been able to get another comic of the week out for a bit, because I've just kind of also been saving a lot of money for my polls for the week and for, you know, other different videos. But I'm glad to have gotten back into it here today, and I'm gonna make sure to keep giving you guys, even if it's not like, you know, all the time, but I'm gonna keep trying to keep a consistent schedule with it. At least if it's not every week, it could be every other week or something like that. But again, thank you for watching. I hope you guys have been enjoying the videos. Comment down below what you think of the current run right now for Captain America, and if you're still pulling it, your thoughts on it, everything. What would you rate it? And if you guys have been enjoying the content, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.